Best thing about being an adult is we're able to buy things that we wanted as a kid, but we couldn't afford back then, right? Can't wait to put them in their slab mags and bring them back home.
Now, 30-year-old me is holding a first edition Charizard.
Hello, everybody. All right, so this is the first time I'm making a video like this, kind of like a vlog style day in the life, but not like my full day, but just like some interesting parts of my day. What we're doing today is super exciting because I'm gonna go pick up my Tag 10 First Edition Charizard and Tag 10 Shadowless Charizard from a friend that flew it back from Shanghai today. Before we do that, I actually have some work to get done. I'm working with a Chinese film studio and showing them some properties, luxury properties here in West Vancouver for them to choose to film their new TV series. So very exciting time. I'm gonna do that first and then we're gonna go pick up our Charizards. This is what we call Mount Fuji at the Northwest.
First location.
Okay, so we're done with this location. We're gonna head to a lake house here in West Vancouver, which is one of our own properties. We bought it because it's one of the most beautiful lake houses I've seen.
Two hours later.
Okay, so we're done work for today. We're gonna go pick up these two cards, and this is actually the first time I'm gonna be able to see these two cards in person. Yeah, I can't wait to put them in their slab mags and bring them back home.
It still feels so surreal just seeing these two cards in my hands. 7-year-old me always wanted a first edition Charizard and a Shadowless Charizard. I didn't have the opportunity to own any of them as a kid. Now, 30-year-old me is holding a first edition Charizard in a grade 10 from like favorite grading company. Doesn't get any better than this.
So we're finally back home, and I gotta say these two cards look more beautiful in person than they do in pictures, especially in these custom gold slab mags specifically made for tag cards. And I just want to say full disclosure, I am an investor in slab mags and the Canadian partners. So everything that I do say is promoting a company that I'm invested in. So I want to have full disclosure for those of you that are watching. But I still want to say, like, these are beautiful slab protectors. 99% UV protection, so your cards will never be color faded, and it's made of metal, unlike the plastic cases that you buy on AliExpress. So they look beautiful, and this is kind of like a pinch yourself moment for me because I've always wanted a first edition Charizard and Shadowless Charizard when I was a kid, and even though I've owned many in the past, these two are by far the best examples I've ever come across. So I'm super appreciative for God for giving me this opportunity to own these cards. And the best thing about being an adult is we're able to buy things that we wanted as a kid but we couldn't afford back then, right? So some people might say my collection is a little bit different. I don't have any high-end Japanese trophies or like illustrators, and I just gotta say, like, 7-year-old me never wanted those cards. So my entire collection is based on buying the things that I wanted as a kid but I couldn't afford. So that includes the first edition Shadowless Charizards and every Suicune card I can get because Suicune was my favorite Pokemon. So as a collector, I'm never gonna sell any of my big Suicunes. I'm never gonna sell my pristine 10 Gold Star Rayquaza. I'm never gonna sell my first edition Tag 10 Charizard. I'm so happy with them, and this is like very humbling for me because I'm very self-aware that I'm in a very fortunate situation. So I want to thank God and I want to thank every single one of you for supporting me. I've kept my collection private for the last 5-6 years and only started making content and made an Instagram account for Pokemon this year, and that's thanks to my good friend Lance. He's pretty much pushed me to do it for the last few months. Gotten so much support from the community in such a short period of time, even throughout some of the negativity that I got from the community as well. But so many of you supported me throughout this process. I just want to thank every single one of you, and there's gonna be more content we're gonna put out on this channel, on CJ, my wife's channel, and also our Poke SMP podcast that I have with the great Poke-san. Thank you so much. We're gonna put out more investment content for you guys as well, give you guys a perspective from an investor like myself and Poke-san. Stay tuned for more content. Thank you very much.